Greetings, sunshines and sunnies. It is I, Queen J Lotus, Pimp Sun Kiss, coming at y'all right quick, right fast, certainly, with some worldly quick reads. And for this one in particular, we are focusing on some messages from the weather. Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot. Well, whether the weather, whatever the weather, whether we like it or not. Now, needless to say, the weather in a lot of different places has been on some extra read all about it type things. However, also, me being from Mississippi and in Mississippi, that's like kind of all the time. Have like all 4 seasons in one day, no matter the seasons, you know, it be like that down here. But that's besides the point. So I ain't gonna waste no time, gonna get right into the specificities of these cards. So some quick messages from the weather. The first card that we have is Universal Love in reverse. The number on here is 44. So that's getting into some manifestation messages, love messages, bringing together business and love, work and love, the harmonization of the heart space overall as it concerns love and money. You put 4 and 4 together and you have the number 8, which gives longevity, infinity. So heavy emphasis on the choices you make today shape your world tomorrow. And then on and then on and then on. We're talking about generational healing and generational wealth. Bringing together soul mates, twin flames, soul villages, soul families, all of that. Even if it ain't blood, okay? Okay. And even if it ain't romance, okay? Okay, so expanding the minds, the heart, and the soul space. This card reads off as the frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole existence itself. Now, this card is showing up in reverse because it seems as though a lot of people in the world have lost touch on the connection that they feel to each other. Humanity, family connections, romantic connections, platonic connections, agape, all of that. The frequency of love as a whole, getting too wrapped up in superficial elements and also other people's thoughts and opinions, being imprisoned to what people expect, what society expects, as opposed to being an independent thinker, independent lover, independent discerner. Also having lost connection to the planet, having lost in tune love for the planet as well as the whole existence in itself. So a lot of dissociation and desensitization has been polluting the world and the people of the world and the frequency of people's heart spaces. And the weather, the elements, earth, wind, fire, air, water, wind, and air is the same thing, but y'all know what I'm saying. All the 4 elements and then some have been rising up to remind everybody not only who's boss, but also that the world is bigger than each individual, and each individual's purpose is bigger than just that individual. So again, freeing up the mind, expanding the mind, and reestablishing the concept of a village, humanitarianism, coming together for the sake of a larger, bigger, better cause, instead of just doing what's easy and succumbing and being consumed to the toxic ways of the world, because there is more to the world and there is more to life. There is more to us as each individual and as a unison than just all this low vibrational foolishness that's been going on. So the weather, the elements, the deities, and all, they have been trying to remind us what's truly important and what we are truly capable of beyond what we and how we have been conditioned to think and function in our societies. The next card we have is Prosperity Lies Ahead, and it is sideways, and it is also labeled the new moon in Taurus. So Taurus is a sign that rules the heart and or is ruled by the heart, and is thoroughly prominent in the concept of balancing the harmonization of the heart space, specifically with the understanding that the heart space consists of love and money. Not either or, but the two in conjunction. Leo is another sign that radiates and functions on that frequency as well. And that's reaffirmed and confirmed by the color green that is in that card. And you know, the color green resonates with the heart chakra as well as money. So prosperity lies ahead. All is not lost. Things have definitely been weird and hard for a lot of people and very frustrating and discouraging for the lots of this year, but things are about to start looking up. House of Never, everyone is being challenged to not be ruled and led by the hardships, to not be ruled and led by anger, revenge, sadness, depression, discouragement, to keep your hopes up and recognize that the sun is rising. So be very careful not to get wrapped up in things that may compromise your karma. Some people are needing to rebel though. Some people are feeling like they may be doing something, or they may be tempted to do something that could potentially compromise their karma. But spirit is saying to definitely meditate on that, and don't be afraid to act off impulse right now, because regardless, they're going to help you land where you are divinely designed to be. You need to exercise and embrace your frequency of happiness, enjoyment more. Do what is best for you. Do what makes you happy. Do what brings you pleasure. Protect yourself at all times, of course. Be discerning, but do what brings you enjoyment, celebration, pleasure, all of that. Because for a lot of you that are resonating with that message, you have been deprived, and you have been surrounded by people who have been mindlessly and mindfully depriving you, and you've been allowing them to do so out of love and loyalty. But these people have not been the most loving and loyal to you as they possibly can be. So spirit is low-key, high-key giving y'all some leeway to act a little bit of a fool. And it is divinely designed. Just make sure you stay in tune and don't get too cocky, okay? Have your fun. Do what you do. You know, prove your point. Make your statement. Stand 10 toes down. Stand on business as you please. But also remember that the divine realm has the final say so at the end of the day. And try not to come from a place of literally trying to hurt. Do what you need to do to bring yourself pleasure. Don't get wrapped up in, you know, being overly considerate of other people, but also make sure you're not doing things with the intent to harm someone else. Okay, so that's why it's heavily important to stay in tune, stay discerning, and meditate on it, so that you can make sure that the energy that you're transferring is not spiteful. Okay, you just want to get what you feel like you need, desire, and deserve, and you don't have to hurt other people intentionally. Like, some people may get hurt inevitably, but don't you set out the intent to hurt them. Okay. And don't fret if it seems like these actions bring conflict, or people try to power up on you or shame you or whatever, what have you. You end up getting into it with somebody gets hurt or whatever. Don't fret about that. God is going to see you through. Just make sure that you're keeping your intents high and about you, and that you are not making your decisions about anybody else. Make sure that your decisions are totally about you, because that's what you want to do, and that's what you are choosing to do. Don't make it about anybody else, because that's gonna muck it up and make it harder for your divine realm to defend you. So now gonna move on to the last but not least card, which is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is coming with like some justice messages. And what I'm picking up on here is a lot of what we've been seeing in the media, honestly. A lot of big wigs, a lot of elites, a lot of deviant people in power being brought down. And a lot of things have been happening with the weather, and will be happening with the weather, to uncover dirty deeds of these people, these corporations, these bosses, these elites, these big wigs. Just as a storm has the purpose to help things grow, it also has the purpose to wash things away and wash things to the shore, wash things to the surface, to be shined on by the sunlight that comes after the storm. So many revelations and reveals of, like I said, dirty deeds, corruption, toxic patterns and ways of handling things, abuse, oppression, okay, being revealed, and the people who've been doing it being revealed and being brought down to size, and helping those that have been trespassed upon, and those who have been delayed and seemingly denied, and all that. People who actually deserve it, people who have actually put in the work, time, and passion to build themselves up, but still have not been succeeding, and have been having it on their mind like, dang, do I just need to be a scammer? Dang, do I just need to be a career criminal and do all of this other toxic stuff? Do I just need to sell my soul in order to be successful? No, you don't. No, you don't. All you need to do is just wait. Keep swimming, okay? Because those toxic gatekeepers are about to be brought down, and you all will be elevated and risen like phoenixes to your divine purpose. Those blocks are being moved out of the way. And I may do a part 2 or such to dive deeper into this specific topic, but that's all I am going to let lay on this particular video from this particular layout. And with all that being said, child, if I do say so myself, honey, I have milked this cow dry, and I'm thoroughly appreciative for the exchange of vibes. And if you're feeling synchronized, please do me a divine design. Don't be shy. Go ahead and reply in that good old comment section with your questions and conversations. And as always, I bid you in always light, love, healing, and liberation. Emphasis on liberation. Mwah.